Hey everyone! Today I want to talk about a powerful book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book is one of the world's most popular guides on how to build good habits, break bad ones, and reshape your life by focusing on small, consistent changes. Rather than promising overnight miracles, Atomic Habits shows a practical, realistic path through systems, identity, and tiny daily steps to genuine long-term growth. If you've ever tried to change your habits, like reading more, exercising, eating healthier, studying, but struggled with motivation or consistency, this book offers a simple framework to make such changes possible. So let's dive into its main ideas, core principles, and why it works.
Core idea: small habits plus systems over big goals. One of the central messages: small habits compound over time, just like interest in a bank account. Tiny improvements, just 1% better every day, rarely feel dramatic in the moment, but over weeks, months, and years, they add up to major transformations. According to Clear, what really determines success isn't necessarily big, dramatic goals. It's the system you build. Goals set direction, systems make progress. The failure of many goal setters comes from relying on willpower instead of designing smart systems. In other words, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Thus, Atomic Habits encourages shifting focus from "I want to achieve X" to "What kind of person do I want to become?" and then aligning habits to build that identity. Identity-based habits. Who do you want to be? A key insight: habits are not just about actions, they reflect identity. For example, instead of "I want to read more," think "I am a reader." Once your habits reflect that identity consistently, behavior becomes automatic. Every habit you do or avoid is like casting a vote for that version of yourself. Over time, your repeated choices form the evidence for your identity. So real, lasting change doesn't come from temporarily forcing yourself. It comes from internalizing a new identity. That's why motivation often fails. If you don't believe "that's who I am," you'll revert back. This viewpoint makes habits deeply personal, meaningful, not just tasks, but expressions of who you are or who you want to become. The habit loop: how habits work. To understand how to build or break habits, Clear breaks down every habit into a loop of 4 stages. Cue, or trigger, something in your environment that starts the habit. Craving, a desire or motivation that pushes you toward action. Response, the actual behavior, the habit. And reward, the positive outcome or satisfaction that reinforces the behavior. Over time, this loop becomes automatic. The cue triggers craving, craving triggers response, response leads to reward, and your brain starts associating the cue with reward. That's how habits are formed. Knowing this loop is powerful because it shows exactly where to intervene when you want to build or break a habit. The 4 laws of behavior change: how to build good habits. Clear turns the habit loop into actionable rules. To build a good habit, make it obvious. Cue. Design your environment so that cues for your habit are clear and visible. For example, if you want to read each night, place the book on your pillow. Make it attractive. Craving. Make your habit appealing. Pair a habit you want with something you enjoy. Temptation bundling. E.g., listen to your favorite music while exercising. Make it easy. Response. Reduce friction so the habit is easy to do. Use the 2-minute rule. When starting a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes. For instance, instead of "I'll jog 30 minutes," start with "I'll put on my running shoes." Make it satisfying. Reward.
Give yourself a reward or satisfying feedback immediately after the habit. That way, the brain remembers the reward and strengthens the habit loop. E.g., track your progress in a calendar, check off your habit, celebrate wins. These laws help habits become more or less automatic. When a habit is obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, it's more likely to stick.
How to break bad habits. Invert the laws. The same framework can help you eliminate unwanted habits by flipping the laws. Make the cue invisible. Remove triggers from your environment. Don't keep junk food at home. Make the habit unattractive. Reframe it so it loses appeal. Focus on the negative consequences. Make it difficult. Increase friction. Add steps between you and the bad habit. Make it unsatisfying. Add an immediate negative feedback or cost for doing the habit, like accountability, self-penalty, etc. By restructuring your surroundings and responses, you can weaken the habit loop for bad behaviors, making them harder to perform and easier to skip.
Beyond habits, environment, motivation, and tribe. Atomic Habits also explores deeper psychological and social factors that influence behavior. Environment matters more than motivation. Motivation fluctuates. Environment, such as cues and context, stays stable. If your environment is optimized for good habits, you don't need constant willpower. Social influence and identity reinforcement. We tend to adopt habits of the people around us, family, friends, colleagues. If you join a group where your desired habit is normal, it helps internalize that habit. Habit stacking. One effective strategy is to attach a new habit to an existing one. After I drink my morning coffee, I meditate for 2 minutes. This clones an existing routine and makes it easier to adopt new behavior. Consistency over perfection. The goal isn't to be perfect, but to be consistent. Doing something small regularly is more powerful than doing something big occasionally. These insights show that habit formation is not solely about effort, it's about smart design of environment, behavior, and identity. Why Atomic Habits resonates and why it works. Realistic and pragmatic. Unlike self-help books that promise overnight transformation, Atomic Habits focuses on realistic, everyday changes, making success achievable for ordinary people. Flexible and customizable. The framework is adaptable. You choose which habits to build or break. No one-size-fits-all. This personal focus makes it relevant to many contexts: health, productivity, learning, relationships, etc. Grounded in psychology and neuroscience. Clear draws on behavioral science, how cues, rewards, identity, repetition shape behavior. This gives the book more credibility than a typical motivation guide.
Long-term perspective. By emphasizing compound growth and systems over short-term goals, it encourages sustainable change. Changes that last a lifetime rather than fade after a few months. Because of these strengths, many readers report real shifts in their lives. Better habits, more productivity, improved health, stronger self-discipline.
How you can use Atomic Habits, practical steps for you. If you want to apply ideas from the book. 1. Start small. Pick one tiny habit, 2-minute version, rather than huge goal. 2. Make cues obvious. Change your environment to trigger the habit. For example, put a book where you can see it. 3. Use habit stacking. Attach new habit to an existing routine. 4. Design for simplicity. Make the habit easy to do with minimal friction. 5. Reward yourself. Track progress. Celebrate small wins. Make it satisfying. 6.
Align with identity. Decide who you want to be and let your actions vote for that identity. Be patient and consistent. Focus on long-term systems, not instant results. Final thoughts. Atomic Habits isn't about quick fixes. It's about building a lifestyle. It shows that big transformations come from small, smart, consistent changes. By focusing on systems, identity, and environment, rather than sheer willpower or dramatic resolutions, you can slowly but surely steer your life toward the person you want to become. If you're trying to form a good habit, break a bad one, or simply bring more discipline and productivity into your life, Atomic Habits gives a clear, evidence-based roadmap